It was a busy time for Richard, the youngest of 9 siblings, as his son was graduating and his family was gearing up for the holidays. But it wasn't long before his health began to take a sharp turn. Richard, who had always been active and healthy, started feeling something wasn't right.
And I've had, allergy problem. I'd get a cough.
Richard went to 3 walk-in clinics. He was diagnosed with an upper respiratory infection and sent home with medication. But as days passed, his condition worsened.
The coughing was getting more persistent and harder.
With a New Year's Eve trip to the deer lease planned, Richard pushed through the discomfort. He and his wife Angie spent a peaceful evening by the fire, but something was off.
Place we have is a cabin on the river, so it's stairs, and I was going up and down the stairs, and I just noticed that my breathing and my energy just kind of was not. And I told her, I said, something just not right.
After a few tests and 4 days in a Victoria hospital, doctors sent him home. He then went to Houston for a second opinion when the situation escalated quickly. He was immediately admitted to the hospital.
Then basically said I had 2 choices. 1, you die, or 2, you get a heart. Kind of like a knock upside the head, but weren't really expecting that. Kind of took back a whole lot of what you think life is going to be and where you're headed. It grounds you.
It was a stark reality. He was diagnosed with severe heart failure, and doctors told him his ejection factor, which is a measure of heart function, was dangerously low at just 13%. Normal is around 50%. Placed on the heart transplant list, he was placed on medical interventions to support his heart while he waited for a donor.
It's not like they pop up when you want them. And so it's one of those things, you've got all your faith in God, and there's a waiting game.
Ironically, on January 31st, the day that marked the 20th anniversary of his father's passing, Richard received the call. A heart had been found, and soon he would get his second chance at life. A 20-year-old man from Alabama saved Richard's life. He received the heart, and remarkably, it began beating without complication.
It just beat like it was meant to be. And
for me, it was knowing that someone won't be here, but I will be. It was tough to swallow. But
Richard's recovery has been nothing short of miraculous.
Extremely blessed to have done what's been done. I don't think anybody expected me to be here, or even me to have a heart this quick and be this far along.
Within days, he was walking out of the hospital, and in just a month, he was back to doing the work he loves.
That was one thing I needed to do for the brain. Because once I started doing that, then you start getting more active and you start feeling better. And
for his wife, Angie, the experience has been life-changing too. The couple is now more appreciative of the simple things in life, and Angie has noticed a deep change in Richard.
he's the same, if not with more energy. I think he has an appreciation of life more so, which I understand. I think he does more than he did before because he knows how lucky he is to be here.
The journey wasn't easy. Angie, who had always known her husband as a picture of health, never imagined something like this could happen.
Because he was so healthy, no medications, always moving, hunting, fishing, building, just always busy.
Despite all the fear and uncertainty, Richard's faith never wavered. And for Angie, that faith and the unwavering support from family, friends, even strangers, kept her going through the darkest times.
I felt like everything was going to be okay, but there were days, nights, where I thought, you know, I'm going to lose this person that is so amazing. And the thought of losing him and then him making it and realizing that every day is a gift has brought us a lot closer.
Richard's battle with heart failure highlights a growing concern. heart complications from past COVID-19 infections. The experts say even mild cases of COVID can significantly increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, potentially for years. And Richard's doctor says his condition is a direct result of his previous mild case of COVID-19.
They couldn't find out what was wrong with me. That was their only diagnosis, was that when I got COVID, that it attacked my heart.
Now, as Richard moves forward, he is filled with gratitude, knowing how close he came to losing everything.
I think about where I was and where I am and why I'm here. And I'll tell her sometimes, I'm trying to figure out my place is, why am I here? One day I'll find out.
That to me, what's meant to be is meant to be, and there's nothing you can do. It's out of your control. All you can do is have faith and pray. And try to remember that every single day is a blessing. Every single day we're here is a blessing. And not to get caught up in our everyday stress and turmoil, but to remember that the ones you love the most can be gone tomorrow.
Richard now sees life through a new lens. The heart transplant not only saved his life, but transformed it.
If you have and you can give, you give. And some people give of their money, some people give of their time, and some people give of their heart.